Gamers Podcast, ja. Deutschland!
Almost had to edit something out there.
Fuck. Alright. Hi!
Okay.
Alright,
We're
so
serious now.
are we actually gonna be serious now?
Yes, we are. Hey, we've stepped up. We have recording. Oh,
We haven't said intro.
it's a cell phone.
Yeah.
So not recording. Episode 10.
I know we're at episode 10.
We're at double digits!
Yeah.
It's getting serious now.
It is getting serious. It's so serious
I know.
that we switched up the style of the show a little bit.
A little bit.
We're
yeah.
growing,
Yeah.
developing.
We're gonna,
We're gonna possibly pull the old school anime switcheroo.
yeah.
We're gonna edit our intro.
Change your
Do you know how that
No,
happens?
but that means it's like halfway through the season, and that means...
Except we don't have seasons. We just keep posting videos
until shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we keep posting videos, and like at least we get some people who are subscribing and watching. So we're just gonna keep posting videos.
This is
Yeah.
for you, all 15 of you out there.
14. Hey, we gotta be accurate. I mean,
Maybe by the time this one goes up, we'll have 15.
Hopefully, yeah. That would actually be nice.
So I want that 15th
See,
person to feel
there-
included.
they're shooting for people. I'm shooting for cats.
I'm gonna make a YouTube account that's a cat.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to
Literally
me.
Subscribe as a cat.
Do it.
My dreams come true.
When you get a Facebook friend request from a cat,
I won't accept it. My cat will kill me.
what if you make your cat a
Aye, aye.
Facebook account?
He already has one. Well, my
And on that note,
No, I didn't make it. Years ago, my friends did because they wanted to vote for him as president. They're like, we're going to make a Facebook and everything. And he had 20 people who actually wanted to go and vote for him. I was like, yes! My cat's going to be president someday.
That is perfect.
Oh, man. We're just getting a
Oh,
little too
man.
political now with cats in office. And
Oh man, that's perfect though. Alright, so
we'll say we're going to do game reviews.
no,
We'll say progressive
game reviews.
Because
Okay.
now we're tinkering. Make that basic face.
The name
I
is
know, I
the
feel
name
like
is
we're
not
gonna-
set in stone.
I feel like we're gonna start selling car insurance now. Progressive.
They make a lot of money.
Hold on.
But no, it's because we're getting to the point where because we ran into the issue where we said a couple episodes ago, where like playing a new game every week. Instead of doing that now, like if you're playing a game progressively over a month, you can give us updates on it. You know what I mean? Because for a while you were playing Until Dawn, so.
Yeah, I'll be going back to that, but that's just because of. Hey, we'll get to that.
But no, we can save mine for last because I actually have a legitimate angry gamer rant about a new game. So
And a little bit of shit. That's what the itinerary says today.
yeah. So I mean,
We'll
Manny's
wait for Manny to come back. We'll probably.
our camera tech guy.
Maybe he can edit this down, or maybe it's gonna be like 2 minutes of us just
As Manny almost
until he
just died,
falls
actually.
over and dies.
Man, if you die, can we still use your place to record?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Daria's still here.
Yeah. Hi. I don't know who that is, but
I know. Who's Daria? Sasha. Remember? I had to get rid of Gwendolyn.
Patricia.
Patricia! Yeah, Patricia sucked too. God, man. I had to get rid of her too.
All right, let's go.
all right,
Shit.
Tori, you're doing
Well, Manny's gonna go first.
oh Manny.
Alright, cool. Yay! Alright. My favorite series. Oh, the love of my life. Assassin's Creed.
I thought Batman was the love of your life.
Okay, Assassin's Creed is second.
Okay,
Alright,
that's
thank you.
what I
Thank you.
thought.
I thought I was the love of your life.
In terms of games, like,
Is this just a
it's-
game to you?
Jared, you,
Okay. You're playing Assassin's
Now I know
Creed.
why you wanted to sit next to him.
No, I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna let that one go.
Alright, so Assassin's Creed. The game is a lot better. They did some necessary updates to the game, and it works. It really works. I'm still getting used to it because they changed a few things around. So now your fastest way of travel, aside from fast travel, is carriages. So now, getting used to how the carriages actually work, and the thing is that the way that they work is how they actually would work in real life. So the carriage has its own momentum, aside from the horses. So like when you're steering, you have to steer with the horse. But the thing is, I'm so used to looking at the main body of your vehicle as like your direction of where you're going. The carriage is going like this, where I'm turning this way, and I just keep going like this all day down the road. Literally, I'm just bouncing back and forth. But the game, aside from that, the game is awesome.
I'm sorry. Is there like an item in front of each of our microphones to like represent
Yeah.
nerdom? I was gonna have like Middlesworth potato chips.
No, nerddom. Well, Middlesworth kind of.
The Pokeball's right here too. I'm sorry. I just noticed that. I was like, what
Yeah.
is that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Talk about that later.
Yeah.
Continue.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed, they, like I said, they did some really good updates to it, and like it takes some getting used to because like before it was only horses, so everybody knows how a horse works in a video game. It's one item, it just moves. This one, they're two separate bodies that move as one, so it's really difficult to kind of gauge where you're going. So that's why, like I said, I'm like this going down the road.
Didn't you ever play Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, but the wagons were different in that one. They were like one piece that just kind of just moved. This one is how a wagon actually works, is two separate pieces working as one. So it's a little bit different. Trust me. Play it. You'll understand.
Well, hurry up and beat it, and I will.
All right, that's not that hard. I'm like 50% done.
All right.
But then also the parkour in it, like the actual like movement of your character has changed too. So, they have the progression forward, then they have up and down. So like in certain things, it's still confusing because sometimes to go up, you have to actually hold the X, like for a small fence, and then when you're on top of the fence, if you want to go down, you have to press circle. So it's a little like convoluted, but still works. It's nice. I'm getting used to it. I'm starting to like it more, and the grappling hook is fucking phenomenal. I thought it wasn't, but like traversing London with a grappling hook that shoots across the street and just zip lining down, I'm game.
Old school Batman.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it works. It works very well.
That's all I could think of.
But yeah, I give it maybe like right now, like a solid 9. A solid 9.
Oh my god,
What?
that is so high for an Assassin's Creed game. Last time I think Assassin's Creed deserved a 9 was like Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh yeah, that was the Ezio trilogy. But no, but remember, this is like
That is
Assassin's
true.
Creed
It's
is
like your-
near and dear to my heart. It's one of the things that's like every Assassin's Creed game is good,
Mm-hmm.
and it came down to, did you have glitches? No, then you enjoyed the fucking game.
Which
Well,
nowadays
and if you
every,
did-
every game has glitches.
And if you
so-
did, sucks to be you. Sucks to suck. But who's next? Who wants to go?
Me.
Yay, Tori!
Alright, I, in the last week, finished Life is Strange Episode 5, which is the last episode in the Life is Strange series. And for being a game that was released episodically, I feel like it was built up a lot more.
This is episode 5 out of 1 through 5, so there is spoilers.
I'm actually going to have Manny put in like an annotation because I'm just going to spoil the shit out of Episode 5. And he'll put in an annotation.
So
of, like,
major spoilers.
when
Just-
when
yeah.
I'm done spoiling, but it's imperative to my review. So, spoilers start now. I was very disappointed with the ending of this series, primarily because every decision that you've made from episodes 1 to 4 have absolutely nothing to do with the outcome of the game. And if anyone knows anything about Life is Strange, it's about the main character, Maxine Caulfield, who has the ability to rewind time. She can only go so far, but later on in the series, she finds out she has the ability to time travel through photos. And this causes, the butterfly effect, where she now starts getting stuck in different realities. And the more she tries to get out of it, the more she continues to time travel, the more she's messing up, the world. And it all goes back to the hurricane that you see at the beginning of episode 1 heading towards Arcadia Bay, which is the town that they live in. And I'm sorry, and I know you want to play this, but I'm just going to come out and say it. The game comes down to making a decision that you either have to sacrifice your best friend or sacrifice the town. And the reason why you have to sacrifice the best friend, potentially, if you choose that route, is because you saved her life in episode 1, and every single episode after that, she comes close to dying or actually dies in that particular reality. So even though you were able to save her, you're just putting off what's inevitably trying to happen.
That I don't know why, but that takes me all the way back to like early in Smallville when he wanted to save what was her name, and then his
Lana.
was it Lana
Yeah.
at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his actual dad Jor-El was like the universe has a way of
Yeah.
setting things
Yeah.
right, and that's when
Setting
his
things
And it
dad
was crazy
dies.
because she
Yeah.
would go into different realities where, you know, if
Oh, that was a while ago.
one thing wouldn't happen, something
lot of
else would
money.
would happen instead, and she'd come close to being killed once more. I understand what the developers are trying to do in saying, you know, if you have time is not something that's meant to be messed with. If you have the ability to do it, something is still going to happen.
Well, it goes into how time works.
Now, in the sense of the game having the butterfly effect, which it, you know, advertises at the beginning of the game, where, you know, throughout the game, if you make a decision, there's a little icon that flashes that says, like, you know, there's actual life consequences. It's very unlike what I experienced in my playthrough of Until Dawn, which I really enjoy that game, primarily due to the fact that it's one where your absolute every little choice has an impact on the end of the game. Everything you do in Life is Strange, episodes 1 to 4, have no effect on what the outcome of episode 5 is, ultimately. Someone, you know, I'd read someone's comment that said something along the lines of, due to the Let's Players and YouTubers and streamers that did the video game, the developers didn't have as much money that they expected to come into it, so they weren't able to finish the game the way they wanted to. However, I had already read something that they were, and I think spoilers are over at this point, that they were already considering a second season, but I don't know if they're going to once again do it with, you know, following the same main character of this, or if they're going to try to do something, you know, like Until Dawn's considering doing, regarding, like, same cast but different different reality.
Did you watch the PlayStation Paris Game Week?
No.
Oh, well, then I have a nice little treat for you then when we get to the news about that.
But
Lovely.
this goes to a side bit of like, because you know me, I'm always a big like time travel nerd, and like yes, hence the Doctor Who. But in a sense, like I understand where you're coming from as a gamer that played through all this and made your decisions, and like you want those decisions to mean something. It goes to another effect where we were talking about Mass Effect.
Yeah, that's weird because I was going to bring that up too.
It's one of those things that like time as a conflux and as a progression, it's very different because we only perceive it as time moving forward. But someone that is a person that can move through time and change things and possibly have a different effect, there's some things that are actually called like unmovable events. That no matter what you do, no matter what the circumstances, no matter how hard you try, these things have to happen, and the universe must make it so because, let's say, that death or even that birth or this accident has to happen because the universe has a bigger plan to create something even or better or.
So from an artistic view, they might have went that way, but
you look at all the other episodic games that I've played,
Yeah.
and not even, you know, Until Dawn's not an episodic game, but, you know, The Walking Dead, Telltale's phenomenal episodic games, The Wolf Among Us.
I say it took them a little bit once they found their niche,
Yeah.
and
You
they're
know,
really
the
good at
Game
them.
of Thrones that they did as well.
I haven't played
like,
that, but I heard it was really
I've heard
good.
it's really good. I haven't had a chance to play it, but those types of games, they're not time travel based, which I think having the time travel element and aspect of Life is Strange does result in needing, you know, because if you make a decision you don't like, you could just easily go back, rewind, and do it over again. It's not necessarily going to give you a better outcome, but you can see what your possibilities are in whatever action you want to do, because you could just keep rewinding and go from one to the other, from one to the other. If you
Those kind of games, though, too, just from a creative standpoint,
And
from like
development standpoint.
those are so hard to do because when if you not just the episodic games, but games where like you have your own choices that affect the outcome. Those are very fun to make and very like easy to write as far as like the story. But when you get to the conclusion, it doesn't matter how good you are, even the best. Eventually, you have to like have some type of rock. So for a company like them, who they're a smaller company, to go through and try and make 7, 8
it
to
was
10.
Square Enix.
It was Square?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's your problem.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you should have said that.
Now
ahead of
there
time.
was.
We
it
could have
was-
solved
it
that
was-
issue
I
ahead.
know.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I
It's gonna
find
told you.
out
You could have
because,
told us. I'm still interested in playing the game. 'Cause I
Yeah.
heard it's a lot of fun. But
It's like a French company that's working in conjunction with Square Enix. So I don't even remember what
Oh,
the
the
name
Square
of the
Enix might
company
have been the
is.
producers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Square Enix
they
is the
bank-
producer. But
yeah.
the thing is, for them to even you know, contemplate a second season, they need Square Enix's approval.
Yeah, but I mean, think
first.
about big companies like BioWare with Mass Effect. They didn't give us even like we'll leave Mass Effect 'cause people were slanted, but like Knights of the Republic, an older game, had you can make multiple choices and change light side, dark side. Some of your companions live, die. At the end of the day, there was only really 2 or 3 endings. And then when they made a sequel to it, well, they didn't make a sequel to it. Obsidian did. They had to choose one ending. Look at Infamous, Sucker
See-
Punch. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
when it gets
they
to
had
a
to-
bunch of choices,
I'm gonna go back to Until Dawn again because there are so many outcomes for that game.
that game is also. There
Got
are-
to give
there-
them major props.
well,
And
yeah, there
I'll
are
be
a
doing
few
more-
games. There
I'll
are
be
a
doing a
few
more
games.
in-depth review of that once, a more progressive game review once I go back to that because I wanted to finish playing
Yeah.
this because this was like a year in the process game that I was playing. But
Was it? Did you overall enjoy like all 5 episodes? Like, was your experience through the entire thing? Did you have fun regardless of like the ending?
yes, I did.
That's good.
What would you? Not just episode at
Not
5,
episode
but just
5, just
the whole series,
thing.
because you can't really
As a
play episode
whole,
5 about the whole thing. So.
Probably 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very slow to get into. People were calling the first episode Walking Simulator 2.0, but
Literally.
it takes so much exploration. They did well in putting a lot of details in the game because if you miss like the slightest thing, it could result in a different decision that you make. And there's so much to explore, so much to interact with. So their attention to detail in that aspect, you don't have to give them credit for. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well,
I love
still
playing
play-
those kinds of games.
I still
though,
plan on
so.
playing it though too. Because I mean, like I said, I wanted to wait till all 5 episodes are out to play because I like the episodic games, but I don't like playing it and having because I hate having to wait
And
for
then
my
you're like,
my
fuck,
weekly.
I have to wait another 2 months for
See,
this to
I
come
hate
out.
I hate having to wait for my weekly TV shows.
I know.
Like I can't do that. So
That's
a
why
video
I
game,
wait.
I'm like, no, I can't do it.
That's why I wait. I'm just like, whatever, just let it happen, and then when I get it, just play through it or watch through the whole thing. But
All right, Jared.
I'm playing Knights of the Fallen Empire. It's the expansion for the Old Republic.
He's so excited.
I am. I got.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Look at that child.
Well, I was such a huge fan of KOTOR.
Oh yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic. Did I say it the first? I don't know. I might screwed that up. Whatever. The expansion's called Knights of the Fallen Empire. I'm not sure if I just
Yeah,
screwed
you
myself
said
up.
that right.
But it's like Knights of the Republic. That's probably one of my favorite games, if not my most favorite. I love it. I still play it.
Was such a good game.
Knights of the Fallen Empire is an expansion for Tor, the Old Republic, which is the MMO BioWare made years ago. I've talked about it in the past. It's very, 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 very story based. Like it's story based to the point where you can start off and just click new character, start a level 60 character, and drop straight into Knights of the Fallen Empire without playing any of the backstory for Tor. Obviously, it'll make your decisions for you, like all the actual story, decisions like for characters and stuff. But you can go straight in and you can play it completely by yourself as a single player game, no MMO interaction at all, which I like because I'm not an MMO person. I just like this game because it's Star Wars. But the story is phenomenal. It's such a good story so far. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to go over the gameplay mechanics because it's the exact same thing as the Old Republic. But they really focused on just the story, and that's what people wanted from the Old Republic. Is they felt that the game was so good, but there wasn't enough content, there wasn't enough story. So they got back to it. It's all story based. It's single player. You can get your little 60 character. You can drop in. It's the story itself. It works as a standalone game. Like if you haven't played Tor and beat it, it works as a standalone game, which is pretty cool. But if you've gone through and beat Tor, it's so much better. I mean, I'll give you try spoiler free. Nope, not possible. Sorry, it's not because so spoiler pause. Okay, you're still here. Your fault. I paused. I paused to let people know who walked away from the keyboard. You shouldn't be away from keyboard. You'll get reported for that.
No AFKs.
The Emperor of the Sith Empire disappears once you hit level 60. Once you beat the game, like the Tor storyline. I don't know how it is for Jedi light side. I haven't done. I don't beat the dark side mission. So you're trying to find him. You eventually find out that he is Zakuul's empire. He sits on the eternal throne. He's immortal. So they're two in the same. So this new empire that comes in and just starts decimating shit is actually just his empire that he's been building on the side. You go to this empire trying to figure out who this is, and you get there and something happens. I'm not gonna that I won't spoil the story or anything like that because it's really good. But something happens, and you go down with the ship like a boss. Your character goes out with a bang, and then you get frozen in carbonite. 5 years later, you wake up. Everything's changed. The Cold's ruling the empire, like the entire galaxy, and of course, you know you're the only one who can save it. But it's really fun. It feels like a good Star Wars story should feel.
Wait, so if you're the Sith, how are you gonna save? Or are you gonna conquer?
Okay, skip that last spoiler anecdote, like spot, because this is now a spoiler. You have the choice of taking the Emperor's powers, so you become the new Emperor. Yes, his son kills him.
Okay, yeah.
His son kills him, while you have the choice of either taking his powers, which I obviously did. He's like, here, take my hell. I was like, fuck yeah, dark side, come on. So he went to give you your powers, and while he's transferring his powers, his son kills him. Or you can say no and try and fight him, which I'm pretty sure you probably get your ass handed to you anyways. But that's what happens, because then you get
son still comes in and kills him.
Yeah. Well, there's a daughter. Yeah, shocker. They don't actually talk about that in any material stuff. There's a daughter, because it was depicted as two sons.
They're
and
always the one that gets passed over.
Dude, fuck her. That bitch needs to die. She is seriously like messed up. But the off topic, the game is really good. I don't want to go too much into it since it is very story based. You know what I mean?
Don't want to ruin it for all
No, because it's not like
fans.
it's not like Tor where I can tell you something about the game or anything like that. It's literally it's the closest thing we'll probably get to Knights of the Republic 3 unless BioWare wants to surprise us. I give it an 8 out of 10 because it is just strictly story based. You can go through and play with friends. I actually haven't. People have asked me to party up. I'm like, no, get out of here. My one gripe with it is they only raise level cap by 5 levels, which when you think you're at level 60 to 65, generally MMO is kind of hard to get a lot of experience. The amount of enemies in this expansion are ridiculous, and you
So it
level up
doesn't
so
even matter.
fast. But the thing is, so far I'm level 65, and once you get to level 65, because the way they kind of shifted the way the game plays now, like the mechanics a bit. So there's overall like just called mastery class instead of strength, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? 65. I don't know if it's just my character, but you get so strong that I'm like 1-2 hitting enemies unless they're bosses. But you can switch your teammates now to focus on one style of play, so they can be a tank or they can be a healer. And since they're level 65, if you have a level 65 healer, you're never gonna die. So I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, it's just like I get it. I'm the Emperor. I'm supposed to be a badass, but kind of just walking around with twirling my lightsaber, like, huh. So I give it an 8 out of 10. Everyone should play it. If you're a Star Wars fan, again, you should play it. If you're an MMO fan, I mean, I guess you won't enjoy it as much, but
So I have to interject just a little when you're doing this. All I was thinking was, I'm singing in the rain with a lightsaber.
I mean, if I had a lightsaber, I'd be singing in the rain. I'm gonna go ahead and touch on something else that I thought I was gonna talk about tonight until I got it. I passed up Assassin's Creed. I did. I was like, I have 2 games coming out. I passed up Assassin's Creed for Halo 5. I'm a big Halo fan. I've loved Halo. All of them. I even had the original Xbox had the Halo edition, like the green one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I loved Halo. I was a little worried when Halo 4 came out and 343 took over, but Bungie helped them through it, and I thought Halo 4 was good. You know, I thought it was a fun game. There was some stuff I didn't like, and then like Halo 5 and like all the marketing and stuff was like
I know,
Chief
it
has
was
gone
like-
rogue, like he's bad and he might die in this, and Spartan Locke is the hero. I was like, take my money. Your marketing is awesome. That was a lie. None of that marketing applies to the game whatsoever at all. None of it. That's not me. That's not a joke. None of the marketing applies to the game. None of it. Chief is not a bad guy. He's not. Maybe for 10 seconds in the game portrayed as a bad guy. Not once has he come anywhere close to dying in the game. Like, he's come closer to dying in other Halo games than he does this one. And Spartan Locke isn't as cool as I have seen the marketing material. He just is a grunt that follows orders. And out of 15 missions, only 15 story missions, which is maybe 6 hours of gameplay, you play as Chief in like 2.5 of them. You play as Spartan Locke in the rest. And every single question ever posed in Halo that you were hoping maybe to get answered in the story in Halo 5 doesn't get answered. Not a single fucking thing.
I'll be ready for Halo 6.
So, and there's this massive climactic build-up to like the end of the game. You're like, all right, last episode, shit's about to go down. Like, Chief and Locke are together. Spoilers, sorry, whatever. It's about to go down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a big AAA game. No, they walk off a ship and it's like, took you so long. Game over. What? Are you kidding me?
I paid $60 for this.
Oh, and Cortana's the bad guy now. She got rid of her rampancy, and she's the bad guy now. I was like, I was very disappointed. I give the story mode 1 out of 10. Horrible. You have no reason to pay. If you were playing Halo because you enjoy the story, don't pick it up. There's literally no point. You can go from Halo 4 to 6 and be fine. I at least would try the multiplayer. I'm like, all right, let's try the multiplayer. The multiplayer doesn't feel like Halo. I mean, like, it feels like Halo, like the gameplay mechanics, the way the guns work, the way the game works, and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But as far as like the actual game modes and the progression system, it's just Call of Duty, literally.
Oh, well.
Literally.
Well, we'll touch base on that in a little bit.
So, well, no, I'm not coming back to it. I would recommend not buying Halo 5.
We're talking about other things, but...
Yeah, I'm saying, my overall, Halo 5, 3 out of 10 overall. If you're a Halo fan, pick it up. If you're a multiplayer fan, go ahead. I didn't even touch on the AI. Don't get me started on the AI. The worst.
I know.
I'm gonna start worst AI in any video game I've ever played. Literally, hands down.
Wait, even worse than The Last of Us?
They put a down system. Like, you, instead of dying when you get shot, you get downed, and your teammates can come revive you. Well, you have 3 AI teammates. They literally will go out of the way to find things to get stuck on instead of just coming to pick you up. Like, say you're down and I'm right here, and the table's here. The AI will walk around to that side and get stuck on it. Or they'll stand next to you how you and Manny are, and they won't get you up. They are... Yes, it is the worst AI. I've told him earlier, I've had AI in a game whose programming was written to do nothing at all but stand there in the game, and they were more helpful than AI companions in Halo 5. I was very disappointed with that.
That's sad.
All right.
Oh!
Should
have bought Assassin's Creed.
I told you, man. I could have hooked you up.
Well,
I will hook you up later, though. Anyway.
So...
But we're going to move on to our next section. Games of the Week. So, this coming week, we have a few awesome games coming out. Really only 2 awesome ones, I should say.
Such decisions.
But I know. Well, for me, it's going to be easy because I don't have that system.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we'll start off with, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's coming out, Tomb Raider, so... Yeah, the next Tomb Raider, it is a timed exclusive for the Xbox One.
Is that that's really the first time exclusive for a console? Like
for a console, a big title and for a console. Like normally it's like content. Mm-hmm. Like Destiny had like weapons and maps.
But this is like the first.
Yeah, this is the first time it's a game, like a full game, which kind of it takes me off. Just a slight largeness.
I want it for PC.
Yeah, I want it for PC too. But in truth, it's unfair because we had when the reboot came out in 2013, we had it on both PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, I think PC came out just a little bit after.
And PC always comes out a little bit later, but normally around the same time period. Then they did the definitive edition with the PS4 and the Xbox One. Mm-hmm. So you had them on both sides of the field. Now, the sequel, you only have it for one console.
Well, from a Microsoft standpoint, I can understand why they did that because they don't have an Uncharted killer.
Well, they don't have any fucking exclusives that would do anything. Sony has all the awesome exclusives.
But their main marketing look was, what do we have to compare? Both companies try and compare side by side who has what to compete.
Yeah. Remember, watch the last episode. Sony says, fuck you to Microsoft. This is what we're talking about.
So they were like, we don't have an Uncharted killer, which is, in general, that's going to be hard to do with any game.
Yeah.
So they took a lot of money and threw it at them. Like, we want their exclusive rights to Tomb Raider. Thankfully, they didn't get the exclusive rights because that would have been horrible.
They only got
but they get the timed rights. But that's just, I get it. It's not fair.
They get the money first. That's pretty much it.
And that's what they did it for. They obviously didn't do it because, that's a good marketing idea, because it's not.
But really, and how many people... The thing is, we go back to, the audience of the Xbox, and, that's where it changes. People that want a Tomb Raider-type game go for the PS4.
So.
But, other than that, the better game that's coming out this week...
Stop hitting the table.
I'm sorry.
Over this.
She's so mean to me. She's gonna start, like a ruler. Ska!
Fallout 4!
Fallout 4, yes! Haha! Yeah, Fallout 4, awesome game. Can't wait till it comes out because I want to create every weapon in the game, and especially for the PC. I'm gonna be able to mod the shit out of it.
You'll be able to mod stuff on the consoles because I put the mod tools in the console.
Yeah, but that's the Xbox One only. I don't have an Xbox One. And I don't care about the Xbox One. Because guess what? The Xbox One sucks. Sorry. But, yeah. PC. That's where it's at.
So we
PS4
won't
right
touch
underneath there.
too much on Fallout 4 because we'll have probably
Yes.
have like half an
Oh,
episode
God, yes.
in-depth review on that.
Whew.
So
But yeah, and then we're gonna just step over this little piece of shit. COD.
is on
That's
Friday.
Please
Friday.
insert that picture.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it will.
we already got that. Yeah,
That will be there.
yeah. We're stepping right over that shit. Pit Boy, step.
So new section
Oh yeah, we're gonna intro that right into there.
is for obviously
Yeah.
a channel called Angry Gamers. We need something.
We're
that's a little
introducing
We
something
figured
new.
we weren't angry enough.
Yeah, because
So-
we're talking about reviews and all that stuff. So we're gonna enter this little
section.
Section.
Segment.
You can go ahead and intro. it.
So it's Rage Quit. Each week we are going to take one game, and we're going to take turns playing it, and the game hopefully designed to frustrate us, make us laugh, not make us break something because we don't want to break
Yeah.
poor Manny's stuff.
I got a lot. Of
And then we'll give it a quick review and a rundown, and we'll rate it. This week we thought start off with something kind of frustrating. Poo Duck Pie 2.
Just for the record, I'm being forced to play this against my will, so. You guys are laughing.
There's a little pebble in the
I know, I saw. Yeah. Alright, now to start being a dick. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah. 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 Fuck that one. Yeah. 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 Actually scared me. Is this a trick question? What am I supposed to do here? I don't know if you're in the shot or not. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's a thing.
Jump! No! Oh! I didn't think I was gonna make that actually. Second try. This is how far I made it last time in 30 minutes before I quit. I'm being dead serious. I don't know what happens after this. This is as far as I made it. Ah! Ah! I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I was looking at you when I walked into an enemy. Can't get him. Oh my god, he can jump over there. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know he could jump. I didn't know he could go up there. He lowered me into a false sense of security, so I just stood there. Go, 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 go. No, he's back! Yes. No! Yes. No! Ah.
Damn it! I forgot that they can jump. Oh shit!
Lovely.
I'm done. I'm done. Done. I don't give a damn. Pisses me off.
Guess whose idea that was? Guess who's probably invested more time in this game than either of us ever will?
Oh, that's totally not fair. That's totally not fair. It's maybe only like 40 minutes more.
40 minutes more than you should be playing, period.
Well, I had to research it a bit.
Clearly.
And I found out that I hate it.
You have to make sure we hate the game
You guys
first.
had to suffer with me.
The games.
I showed up here after work today and it was like, oh, here you go. You're going to play this game.
Yeah.
I was
So,
like,
But yeah.
fuck
we obviously
is this?
we don't really need to do reviews or anything for it because we have video for it. So,
Yeah, you'll see.
but Tori, on a scale of 1 to 5, how frustrated or angry were you playing it?
0.5.
You can't give 0.5. I don't have 0.5.
0.8.
A
I
1.
have 1, 2, 3, 4,
What
5.
about
That's it.
0?
I think the game also gets more infuriating the more you play, which is why I was
Probably.
so mad.
Yeah.
at it.
Probably. I would give it 1 slightly scratched controllers out of 5.
No, look, okay. Well, you remember our rating is 1 controller means played just fine. 2 controllers, you threw a little bit, got a little bump on it.
Okay, 1.
So, I'll show you the rating later. It's actually kind of funny.
Hey, what do you?
You know, I quit after 5 minutes. We were supposed to record
Yeah.
for 10.
He just got tired of it. He's just like, I'm not doing this anymore. He walked
Mm,
away.
Yeah, I threw my headset down.
You did. You'll see it.
What was it? God, what can I give this thing?
I think it was like this.
I give it maybe a 3.
I think the repetition is what got to you. You just got tired of starting over.
Yeah, I really that's what it was.
You
I
did.
got-
Did you get farther than me?
No, not at all. I got to the point where the guy flipped over and I was about to jump over him, but then one of the fuckers jumped and hit my foot.
Well,
3.
I give it a 3 also, but I mean I put a little bit more time
Yeah,
into it, so
you got
I
a little bit farther.
I
too.
already went into the game pissed off. Like as soon as the game started, I was already mad.
Yeah, he was.
Because you knew you were getting into the movie. You were like,
Well,
soon
no-
to play this game. So
well, no,
fuck
the thing
this
is-
game.
the-
It's gonna
no, the
make
thing
me
is-
angry.
I made it further here than I did playing it myself. I only ever got to the first checkpoint, playing it by myself, and I got past it here. So I was completely like
Yeah, he even says it.
Like the thing is, like the part that you got to with the thing.
Yeah.
After that, there's a part like there's a bear with like laser eyes. You have to jump on a platform and then jump up again, and there's a checkpoint. That's the farthest I made it playing by myself, so I had no idea where I was going. After that, like there's coins and everything. You're like, oh, coins, dead. There's grandpa's dead.
Yeah.
There's
Whenever you see a coin, it's always a trap. You should know that.
But the thing is, like,
But Mario.
it,
We're
no,
gonna,
I give it.
we're
I
gonna
gi-
play Cat Mario next week.
I give it a 3 out of 5, only because it is frustrating. But the more you play it, the more likely you are to put your keyboard through the monitor. The game is just,
Oh god.
yeah, it's still fun. It's free. Give it a try.
Yeah.
Just don't try it too
It's
long.
on Newgrounds.
Don't try it too long, because if you do, then you'll get really mad.
But yeah. So, next section we have.
Quickly around the table. I don't think we have
Around
too.
the
Oh well,
table.
the news we have some stuff.
Yeah, a little bit, but not too much.
I found something else new to put in this. Movies and TVs. Ash vs. the Evil Dead finally started. I haven't got a chance to watch it. I'm gonna go and watch it tonight.
She's just as lost as I was. I'm
For
sorry,
anyone out
bro.
there watching this, please tell me you've seen Evil Dead or Army of Darkness 1 or 2, so you
Well,
understand
yeah,
why.
I've seen Evil Dead, but
This is my boomstick!
look, someone has to shit on your day at some point in this recording.
Yeah, because Duncan's not here.
The other thing was, what's the Marvel show on Netflix? Jessica Jones or something?
Yeah.
That first episode came out.
Supergirl?
No.
No one cares.
Apparently, it's actually doing really good.
Jeb Bush said she's kind of hot.
I don't know she's. I'm still depressed that you both looked at me like, what?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's okay. But anime and manga. You said Gundam Iron Blood Orphans?
I've
Yes.
heard some good things
It
about
is up to episode 4, and I'm loving it. It's so good. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't go anywhere near as far as saying it's the best Gundam. I still think Gundam Wing is the best Gundam. But what's nice is right now in the story, there's only one Gundam. It is like, it's the truth. And the pilot isn't your typical, like, inexperienced, I don't know what I'm doing, Amuro Ray kind of character, or your melodramatic, I'm just a soldier here to kill people, kind of over the top Hiro Yui, or Domon Kashu fighting for whatever, or your stupid Final Fantasy depression lead character. He's a straight up badass. Like, seriously, he's like this tall. He's a kid, because the story is this army is made up of orphan kids, or kids that are working to help pay off debts for their family or something like that. So kids are piloting these mobile workers or something, and they get attacked by a well-organized like group. And the only way they can save them is for this one kid, his name's Mika, or Miku, I think actually. Is they're like, hey, you're like our best pilot. Can you pilot this mobile suit, which is a Gundam, but it's from a thing called the Calamity War, which is hundreds of years ago. And the Gundam, its name is Barbados, and it's awesome. It's so cool. He's got like this giant spear, but it's got this spear. It's really cool. The animation's really good. The story's good. He's just straight up. He's. It's nice to see a main character, that just is like, cool. You're here to kill me. I'm gonna fuck you up. You're here to kill my friends. I'm gonna fuck you up. At one point, kind of mini spoiler, one scene, one of their leaders, like a war breaks out, like a fight breaks out, and all the leaders try and take all the money and make the kids go fight, and they try and run away. Well, he ends up killing all the other guys, and the little fight's over, and they arrest all the people, like the leaders. And the one leader tries to say, as soon as I get out of here, you're all on arrest, like, you're gonna regret this, blah, blah, blah. He just walks up to him, blah, blah, double tap, puts him down. He's like, no. And then one of the other commanders tries to jump up and say, how dare you? Blah, blah, puts that guy down too. Like, I'm just like, yo, this kid is fucking G. It's really good. The animation's good. So far, the story's pretty good. I mean, it's a Gundam story. It still follows the same kind of Gundam feel. Mars is trying to separate from Earth, you know. But it's really good. It's worth watching. It's only in episode 4. What's really cool is the episodes are on YouTube right now. They haven't been taken down, so you can literally just YouTube it up. So, definitely, so far, I'd honestly give it an 8 out of 10 as far as like a overall series. It's only 4 episodes, so that might go up or down, but it's definitely worth watching. Definitely. Go check it out. And then the other anime is Dragon Ball Z Super.
Yeah, which is
I tried
far enough.
I tried to brush up on it, but the app kept canceling, so I only got like another 4 episodes in. So I haven't found any new information that we haven't seen in the movie. But the way it's shaping up right now is like, obviously Bills is unstoppable. Mm-hmm. But it looks like they're going to use the Dragon Balls to figure out who the Super Saiyan God is, which from the movie, if it follows the same thing, we already know. Nice little tidbit of information, though. Apparently, Vegeta, as of right now, Dragon Ball Z universe, how it stands in Super is Vegeta has potential to be stronger than Goku at Super Saiyan 3. Because for a split second, he loses it and starts really tearing Bills up. And Goku got one hit at Super Saiyan 3. So he has the potential to be stronger than Goku right now, which is the first time in the series.
Forever.
So I'll try and get my app to work and watch more. So next week I have a little bit more to talk about on that.
Update on that for you.
So toys and
Toys.
accessories. Tori, do you want to read what that is?
R2D2 fridge.
Did you see this? Did
I did.
you see how much it cost?
No.
Do you want to know how much it cost?
Sure.
Okay, well, let's go over what it does first. salesman pitch. We're gonna sell it to you, so you're gonna want to buy it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna break you down.
Sell it to me.
It's life size. It's a fridge. It's a full fridge. You can store stuff in it. It's a life size R2D2. Lights up. The head spins. It moves. It has a remote, so it can come to you, like legitimately. So you could put. Well, I don't know what you would put in your fridge, but like if you were chilling over on the couch with Bay,
And you want your Coronas while you're playing video games.
you have an R.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
You have a
over there.
remote that you can just have your R2 unit bring it to you. It lights up and makes all the movie noise. Like it's like having a real R2 unit. You just pop the front open, and you can be Luke Skywalker instead of a lightsaber. You get a beer. Like it's friggin' legit. And it's life size. No, it's life size. It's like this big. It's a full
And the
fridge.
fridge comes to you, so you don't have to get up from your couch while you're
Yeah.
playing. While you're playing, yeah, that's what he's getting to.
How much is it? How much is it? It's what was it? I want to be a jerk and convert it from yen because that's how much it. But $8,200. Yes, it is $8,200 for your own R2D2 fridge.
What's the power source? Like, what's it run on?
I have no idea.
I can just make one for that.
32 AA batteries.
No,
Well,
not
it can't-
double A
it-
batteries.
That is a good question.
32
though.
D
batteries.
batteries.
That is a good question though because it's a refrigeration unit. So,
All the batteries in the head. That's what it is.
but I mean, how it's got to keep stuff cold and everything.
all
So
in
it's
the
got
head.
a lot
I
of power.
think it probably would plug in.
Ion lithium
And then it
batteries.
only
What are
has
we?
a
What are we
certain-
really talking about here? It's ion lithium. It's going to be those batteries that never die, but except when they do die, our Earth is going to corrode away.
Yeah, pretty much.
A girl can dream. A girl
But
can
yeah,
dream.
R2D2. You can buy it now. Get your own R2D2 to bring your own damn Coronas to your side while you're playing video games. You lazy fuckers. Love you all.
Or you could just put your couch next to your fridge.
Or you can get the couch that actually has a fridge on the side.
Or you can just have your significant other get up and get it for you.
That too. Cosplay! So, we're working on a, as you can kind of tell right here, it is a Kylo Ren helmet. Right now, we've only worked on the visor. It's missing a piece right now, but we
Yeah, it
have
looks
it.
like it broke off.
Yeah, it's
The
fine.
way it printed, we just have,
Yeah.
we have to
We'll
finish
glue it.
working
It's
on
fine. It's all good. But yeah, it printed out nicely. 670 hours of printing.
That's not actually the longest part of it too.
Yeah.
The longest printing part was, what did you say, 90?
96 hours is the dome
like
part.
the helmet itself.
Like, it's actually the helmet. But it's coming out nicely. I'm actually very impressed on how detailed it came out. Like, it has every ridge and
Yeah.
crevice that it actually is supposed to have. So I'm very
Maybe-
impressed.
I
You
feel
can
like 3D print, and obviously it's gonna be too big for me, but you
no,
know,
it's actually about the right size.
it's still too big on like
Well,
the sides right
I'm
here.
gonna.
But I think I think 3D printers are gonna be, you know, like the next age of cosplay.
Oh yeah.
It's already started.
I
with
know,
me,
but it's just
but-
like
yeah. Well, now that they're getting cheaper, like because
we
before
went
there were
to Staples like last week, and the three of us should not have been left in there alone. But there was a 3D printer, and they made a freaking Bulbasaur. It was the cutest thing
It
ever.
was like this big.
Will you make me a Bulbasaur?
yeah. I can get a
It was adorable.
You gotta
and,
get the filament. That's all.
All right.
But yeah, so this is the first piece of Kylo's mask. I have sanding to do, and then painting, and then a little bit of glue and Bondo work. But then
Oh, nice.
we'll keep
We'll
trying
do
to
updates.
on it.
Yeah.
So, but that's
I think the next one I'm gonna make the mouth guard maybe.
yeah,
so-
that'd be legit.
Yeah, that's how we have at least the full face.
Are you're cosplaying Kylo eventually, right?
I wanted to do it for the movie, but at this pace, unfortunately, I probably
Yeah.
won't have the materials for the costume.
Nor
I
the
plan-
helmet, like the hours that it takes to print out
Yeah.
those pieces is way too much.
I plan for Star Wars convention. I was gonna do it for Star Wars convention next year, but
The one in London. Mm-hmm. You're going to that?
I'm working on getting my passport and everything right now.
When is that again?
I'll get back to you with the dates.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we'll make that a trip.
I mean, I don't want to say I wasn't expecting Kylo Ren to be as big as he was or is, but I really didn't expect as many people to want to be Kylo Ren. Like,
Ren.
you know, like the cosplay as him. Like, I knew he was gonna. Like, everyone likes Vader, everyone likes Maul, but you don't really see that many cosplayers. But everybody wants to cosplay as Kylo Ren, so I might just skip cosplay. I want to do a cosplay costume so I
Yeah.
can have it. But but I might not go to the convention. I might do like multiple days and maybe do a day as Kylo Ren.
Well, yeah, that's what I normally
Because I mean,
do.
Adam Driver's 6'4", I'm
Yeah.
6'4". I have the same build, so I mean, I feel like it'd be a very good cosplay. I'd fit very well.
Yeah,
but-
because that's what I normally like when I go to conventions. I'll normally pick like maybe 1 or 2 days, and have that as my cosplay, and then like one day that I'm just like kind of like chilling. Because I normally when I go to conventions, I always have 2 cosplays.
yeah.
You know, and I go one day and then 2 days and then the next day. You know,
Okay,
just chill.
relevancy, and I cannot believe I forgot to mention this. I shared this photo on Facebook. Don't know if you saw it. Neil Patrick Harris and his family for Halloween this year.
Oh yeah, I did see
How
that.
legit is that?
I did see
They
that. That
normally
was,
they destroy it every single Halloween, from their
have seen
Joker and Riddler to Alice in Wonderland to Peter Pan, and this year, motherfucking Star Wars. Like,
I'll post that.
it's a baby Luke Skywalker. How
Yeah.
cute is that?
I did see that picture.
That's
It's
actually legit
this
awesome.
this is. Did you see the little Yoda in the corner?
No, I
And
actually
they have a
didn't see
little.
that.
It looks like they have like a little like mini Chewbacca. I don't know
Yeah.
what that is, but
Where-
like
which one? Oh, that's Neil. Okay, I saw his face.
it's just
That's awesome though. I like it. I always love their costumes. They're fucking amazing.
fan freaking tastic.
Of course, they have the money for it, but let's not.
Oh,
So,
Heidi Klum did Jessica Rabbit.
Yep, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, she's infamous for her Halloween parties, and if you have the money to blow,
Go all out.
and it's funny because one year for her Halloween, she almost wasn't let into her own party because she wasn't recognizable as Heidi Klum because her costume was that legit.
That's horrible.
I feel like that's an achievement.
I know that. It's like I almost wasn't let into my own party. Yes.
So,
Okay, moving on.
Wrapping up,
News.
we're going to do news. And pretty much the news pertains to Sony's Paris.
Game week.
Sony's Paris Game Week. Man,
I know.
So, it's pretty much because they skipped Gamescom.
Yeah, they did.
So
didn't go.
they could hold this. And it was good. It wasn't like Gamescom or E3 big. It wasn't like fireworks, Microsoft, whatever. It was like a nice sized press room, and they talked about games and they showed games, and that's pretty much it. So I went through and I picked out just a couple of like big things. There was a lot that they actually showed there, but I picked out some cool little tidbits. One is a new game they showed called Wild, where you play as a shaman, and you have this big open world. They didn't get too much into it because it's really early in the game, but you have the ability to communicate to different animals, and you transfer yourself to that body, and you can use the animal to traverse or do different things. And in the demo, he took
cool.
over, and he called an eagle, and he took over it. The eagle came down and picked up a snake because he needed to summon the snake god to learn how to make a anti-venom for a tribesman that was poisoned. So then he summoned the bear, and he rode the bear across the mountains. Yeah, he rode a big grizzly bear. It was friggin' awesome. He rode a grizzly bear down across the mountains, sped up time, blah, blah, blah. Got to the totem after clearing out our bad guys using the bear and the eagle, and then he used the snake to summon the snake god, or goddess at that point. It was a chick. And that the game progresses through that way of like gaining knowledge, and you can use that for fighting and like crafting and skills and everything, and it looks really cool. Obviously,
cool
that wasn't in the announcements. So it was only that trailer. Wasn't too much information shown.
That's a cool concept though. I like that.
It looks really cool, and they said there's a whole ecosystem and everything. So there should be a lot of animals to explore. No Man's Sky has a release date. Sadly, it wasn't last week. There was a rumor going around that they were gonna at their press conference that day they're gonna announce, be like, and No Man's Sky, everyone's looking forward to it. Surprise, it's out today, and people were freaking out like, oh my god, is this really gonna happen?
Is it gonna happen? Yeah.
And then the developer of No Man's Sky, like 13 hours before the press conference, randomly he's like, no, that's a lie. That's not happening. And then Sony crushed it all through by.
Sounds like Persona 5 all over again.
And yeah, except for they're just like because we never had a date, but we were all assuming. But they're like,
well, we didn't have a date. We were told.
our date's June 2016.
We were told.
Bam.
Ours is spring 2016.
Well, we can hope. We can hope it'll be out on well, close to on time. Moving on.
Yeah. Next game.
Oh my god, I'm so excited about this one. Quantic Dreams. They made Beyond Two Souls and all.
Yes.
The tech demo that was Kara was.
No shit.
That
I'm
wasn't
so sorry.
That wasn't even the
She's so
surprise.
excited.
Yeah, remember.
Kara looked. Yes, Kara was fantastic.
That's
I
what
loved,
the game is.
I'm so excited.
Detroit Become Human is, when she left,
Yes.
the creator said he wanted to know, well, what's her story? What happens? Like, people were asking, what happens
I
to her
saw
when
that
she
demo,
leaves?
and that demo was phenomenal.
That actually he said when he made that, had no ambitions of having a story or a game or anything. It was just a tech demo to see what they could do and have fun. And people were so interested in it, they wanted to know what happened. The trailer shows her, we can watch the trailer after it, shows her out in the environment. Pretty much the way the world is there's androids like her, but they're already controlled. They don't have emotions.
Yeah.
No one knows she's android. So the game is how she adopts to the world and how the world takes her. It looks. They didn't say very much about it, but it looks. I mean, it looks better than what the tech demo.
I am
was.
so excited. I remember I watched the demo for that. It was like my sophomore, maybe junior year of high school
It's gonna
when
be.
that demo came out, and
They've been working on it since then. Like,
oh my gosh.
so
I am so
that was
excited.
like the really big thing because people saw that and were just like,
Oh, because I remember seeing that demo and I was like, oh, is this going to be legitimate or not? And then they're like, no, it's
just
not
a
going to be
tech
anything.
demo.
And you come back 5 years, 6 years later,
and they're like, oh,
surprise!
yeah, it's
Did they give a potential release date for
No.
that?
No.
nothing. It was literally just like, here's a 2-minute like gameplay. It wasn't a teaser; it was just a gameplay trailer. Like, here you go. But it was far enough along to where they could announce there was a full trailer. So I guarantee you, if not holiday, no, I think it's further than that. If not holiday 2016, we'll be looking at like 2017.
What's it? 2 years.
So that's a year.
Whatever.
Year and a half.
Yeah,
We'll meet in the
alright,
room. Year and a half.
All right.
Definitely excited for that.
So the second thing that I was really excited for, and you
Yeah,
guys
I
have
was
told
too.
you,
Once I saw it, I was
you were
like,
Vita,
oh.
so you might
Yeah.
have played. Did you play Gravity Rush?
No.
Oh,
You're missing out. Go
that
buy
game
it.
is a good. That
Go buy it.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get you
Yeah.
port a copy into your Vita.
Yeah, it's
The
really
game
good.
is awesome. But
Gravity
they're
Rush
making
2 was announced for PS4. So I won't
Hey,
go.
great, I have that system now too.
I won't go into it because
I will-
you definitely need to play
I
the
will
first
play it.
one. It was a really cool mechanic system and everything.
Yeah,
So the
game
game's
was-
awesome. They announced number 2. This we don't have on here, but you log Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's for the. I think it was for the Oculus Rift, or maybe it was the PlayStation VR. Is Until Dawn: Rush of Blood. It's another Until Dawn game for.
I know Supermassive Games was talking about. I know I talked about this before. They were talking about a sequel. Is
But
this an
they didn't-
expansion of?
They didn't confirm, but it's another Until Dawn game. That's all they said. It's an Until Dawn game for the VR system. So you're getting another one. It'll be
But
for
for another
VR.
system.
So anything in that game that made you jump scare or anything, congratulations, it's gonna be attached to your face now.
Well, now I gotta give myself a virtual reality.
Well, those aren't
Well,
out yet, but when
it
they
would be
do,
the
it's gonna
VR.
cost you to cost another system.
It's
we
the
covered that
PlayStation
last-
VR.
So, but yeah, I think the biggest news that came out of there for me personally was the Detroit Become Human.
No, I'm actually really excited for that.
I should have saved that.
I know, right? Shit.
I wasn't expecting that
I thought
reaction.
you didn't
I
even
know.
knew that I knew what that was.
What,
But I
Quantic
did.
Dreams?
No, Kara.
Actually, no, I didn't. Because it didn't get that big of a splash. Like, people liked it, but it wasn't. It was like here and gone.
Oh,
See, when something strikes home, it stays forever.
I don't know. I remember
cute.
for the longest time. Stop it. For the longest time after watching that, I was just so intrigued with that concept. Like, I wanted to do more research. I wanted to try and find something remotely
you
similar
see-
to it, and I was just.
Did you see the movie Ex Machina? About the
think I did.
android.
Yes.
It sounds familiar.
It's a movie. It came out last year. Blu-ray
Oh,
came out. It's a
no.
movie. It's not a game. I have it. I'll let you borrow
No.
it. I have it on Blu-ray. You'll like it because it's kind of that concept. It's an android who has human feelings and emotions and looks human. It's like how do you start to tell the difference between human and android when they're so similar?
Interesting.
So the same thing that kind of drew you to the Kara,
Mm-hmm.
besides the graphics, obviously and stuff, is in that movie. So I'll let you borrow it. I thought it was a good movie. So.
Awesome.
But that is it for the
That's our
episode.
episode.
That's end of
A li-
episode 10.
With a little bit of tweaking and stuff. Episode 10. Yay, double digits. What's up?
We're making it.
So we still haven't figured out how to get our episodes under an hour. I guess we could talk less, but
Yeah, but that's impossible. We
I
talk
mean,
so-
how many and this is a podcast.
this isn't really
This
a
is-
podcast anymore. It's more just like a
It's still kind
episodes.
of a podcast.
it's gamer rant.
yeah.
But I mean, like, think
yeah.
about it. Like, how many legitimate podcasts are under 30 minutes?
Not many.
You know?
So,
But yeah, thank you for joining us. This is Angry Gamers Podcast.
And we will see you next time.